early birds and night owls. My name is Nox, aka Mako, and welcome back to Planet Coaster Career Mode. So, in our last episode, we were able to actually complete one of our objectives, but we need one more to get our first star. As for over here, I have completed all the stars, and for some reason it's still not registering. If anybody else is having that issue, please let me know, because maybe it's not me, maybe it's a bug, and, obviously that has to get reported. But anyway, let's continue on with Starship Hangar, and hopefully we can actually get our first star today, because I am looking forward to maybe putting in a coaster if we can afford it. Of course, we should probably afford a few more rides before we do that, that way we can make a ton of money, and also, because more rides means that we're going to be able to get closer to doing this, as long as we can actually make the necessary profit. So let's see. We, of course, have the Cube, which is a majestic ride, and the Forge, which works for me, except it looks like it's a little bit too expensive right now, so we have to lower the price. And hopefully people are going to be a little bit okay with that. And the Cube for Zozo is full. It is expensive, but we're going to leave it at that price because it doesn't really hold that many people, so we could definitely go with what it is right now. So we actually got the overpower last time, and I'm definitely considering placing it down because this one holds a lot of people. We'll be able to get quite a lot of money from that, right now. So that's definitely something I'm looking forward to doing in a second, though, because of course we need to do quite a little bit of research. We can research information. I'm not really concerned with that. What I do want to do is research a bunch of different shops. That way we might be able to unlock one of our bigger buildings that contains, one of the pre-made buildings that contains a lot of different types of shops and whatnot, because that's going to be pretty important. I really like using those. They're really, really nice. They fit this whole scenario, and it'll work well. So let's go ahead and start with this one here, although I have a feeling that these aren't the ones that are ever used, so you might be doing all this research for nothing, but you know what, that's okay. We'll get more different places to eat, drink, and buy from, so I'm not too concerned with that. That's going to suck up quite a little bit of money, though, so that's not really good, but whatever. Let's go ahead and place the overpower, if we can afford it. Yes, we can, just barely. Well, you know what, let's just do this right now before anything else bad happens here. Let's see, so where are we going to place this ride? We can, of course, place it somewhere up here, and then try to lead the path down. I don't think that's the best. Wait, can we place it obviously we can place it over the path. That's not ideal though at this point because we need to try to save what we have here. We can place it over here and work with this. You know what, that wouldn't be too bad. Let me just turn it a little bit so we can actually use what space we have here. Let's just do a little bit like that. And can we lower it a little bit more? It looks like we can. Perfect. Although I'm not so sure how the queue is going to go if we lower it a little too much. So maybe there is going to be sufficient enough. All right, so now we barely have enough money. Oh, is the guy on the other side? He is on the other side. God dang it. All right, so we're going to move that. And let's see, try to get it back into the same position, something like that, I think. And now this can be done a little bit more easily. So we're going to place this somewhere over here. Obviously, the exit is going to be where this guy is. So let's go ahead and do it right there. And now we can connect it over to here, which means we're going to spend less money on pathing because it should do that. Yeah. Oh, man, we're going to have to move that light. I guess it's fine. It's not really the biggest issue that we have here. Sure, let's move this light right there, and tonight it works, you guys, it works. All right, for now, let's go ahead and just, I think I want to center this a little bit more. Center it to there, and I suppose we can just do a nice, oh, geez. That's what I was worried about when I was lowering it down a little too much. I was like, you know what, that might not work so well for us here. So, let's see, we can probably not put it there. Okay, we can raise this a little bit, just a teensy weensy little bit. Maybe there? I don't know. Let's see. Yes, it works. Okay, so for this, do we want a large queue? The rest of them don't seem to have large queues, so maybe I should try to stick to something a little bit smaller, let's see, like this? I guess it's slightly bigger than the rest of them, so whatever. And 22% scenery. We could definitely do a much better job with that. So let's go ahead and place ourselves some benches. Or I suppose just one bench. Oh, maybe No, we need bins. We definitely need bins because people are super messy. And there does... Oh, man, a bin doesn't fit over there. All right, so we're going to put it right over here. And I suppose that should do it in terms of bins and benches. We do, however, need some more decorations. So let's see if we can maybe fit that fountain thing that I saw before. Or this. I mean, this works pretty well here. Let's be honest. Although it looks like it's sinking. Is this sinking? It doesn't... Wait, do we not... I can't afford it. Can't afford these things. Oh my gosh, that's massive. And we already have that one. I don't really want to get that one again. Maybe the mutt even fits in here, but of course we can afford the mutt. Okay. Let's see. Can we actually afford though? We can't afford the crash mutt. Can we afford the fountain? No. It's so much money. Okay, so we just need a lot of money. So let's go ahead and just open this up, even though it sucks. And $12, maybe it's a little too cheap compared to, the other rides. So $16 maybe. It's probably not going to get too many people, but if it works, let's see this. Okay, it's too expensive. I tried, okay, trying to just price it to the other rides, but apparently that's not going to work for us. So let's see. Maybe this price is going to be a lot better. Oh, we are losing a ton of money right now because we are doing research on top of everything else. And the queue is quick. It's, a lot of people still think it's actually really expensive, so we're going to lower this. And I suppose as soon as we get a lot nicer scenery here, we should be good. Let's also wait for full load. Otherwise, we might... Why did they just leave without going on the... What? Did you see that? They just pieced out without actually going on the... That was weird. That was actually really weird. And we are super flat broke right now. That is always my favorite thing, you guys. So hopefully, people actually realize the quality, the value of this ride. So that way we can actually charge a little bit more. And we only made $157. That is never good. But on the bright side, we might get something good to use in the future. And it looks like we're making a little bit more money, so we should be out of the red in just a second. We are out of the red now, and our search has been completed, so of course we know what we have here. We have Missy Good, we have Gulpy, and we have Hat's Fantastic. So now we can, continue on with our research if we wanted to, but I think we need to save some money for some other things first. Because clearly we need to do a little bit of decoration, and wow, these paths are actually getting pretty stuffed up. I might actually want to change that one out pretty soon. Because otherwise, well, we're going to have a few issues. And yeah, this queue is too full. I don't really like this, that it's, so full. So we're going to change the price there. Just call it overpower. I really don't like how it has the numbers. Do all the rest of them have numbers? No, that was just the forge. This one's the cube one. No, you know what? It's just the cube for now. It seems like it might be a little bit too expensive because... there's nobody there. All right, $20 on that one. That one can stay the same thing as before. And now we can go ahead and add some nice scenery to this thing. So let's see. Do we really want the fountain? We can go for the crash mutt, although there's pieces that are like basically on the path. We can go for the actual mutt to stare them down, but I really don't think that's fitting. We also had this Sputnik's travel piece here, which I think is pretty nice, honestly. So we can use that, right? I can definitely use that. Let's see how much that does here. Does that impact us a lot? 64%. All right, so we can get rid of that and see how much then the fountain will change here, because this fountain is magnificent. And I mean, I'm pretty sure we could place it in a different orientation and get some more value from it. 100%. Okay, you know what? The fountain is staying. Screw the other thing. Even though the fountain doesn't 100% look like it fits here, so maybe... we can do a little bit of adjusting, right? Let's see. Do we have some rocks? We need to, that one's a little bit big. I was thinking we could probably just circle this thing with rocks, but that one, I mean, I like how it's flat, but it's just, oh, wow, that's one of the smaller ones. Okay, sure. You know what? I'm going to do these rocks on the outsides. Let's flip that like that there. Make sure that it's not really on the path. And I suppose this one we could, oh boy. Am I not adding them to the building? Oh boy. Okay, let's try that again, you guys. Let's try that again with our rocks. Let's see. Rocks. I was using this one? No, definitely not that one. This one here. All right, so we're going to go ahead and put this one like that. Flip that one, and I guess it's supposed to go over here now, but apparently we are aligning to the surface, so it's not actually going to do that. There we go. All right, just lower that a little bit. And, I mean, if I can hide the corners, that would be beautiful, because otherwise it looks a little bit weird. Although this is already going to look super weird, but you know what? It's whatever. It's going to be a fountain within rocks, basically. I mean, I guess it does happen sometimes, so it's not really that weird. Let's see. Put this one like right there. And lastly, this one goes right here. Again, not really trying to touch that. And now we could probably do a little bit of something like this. Flip, flip. the Z's. That's a little bit too much in there. Sure, like that. Of course, like that. And like that. Yeah, okay, that doesn't look that... It doesn't look that good, but whatever. It is what it is, and let's see how it actually works. You know what? That looks a little bit cooler. There are suddenly laser beams shooting from the rocks. I mean, you know what? This is a magic place, so anything can come from rocks, I suppose. Although that just makes it very obvious that I'm not exactly covering this whole area up right. Because this rock isn't where it's supposed to be. I see you, rock. I see you trying to actually get out of your responsibilities. You're going right there, huh? All right, there we go. The weird, mystical laser rocks. That's all that this is. Congratulations. You guys get to see something that nobody else in the world gets to see. All right, so, the queue is not actually full since we changed the price. We might be able to actually continue adjusting the price now that the queue is super pretty, because you know what, that's what everybody loves here, and we are making a fair amount of money that I think. Let's see, what kinds of coasters do we have available to us? Again, we have a dive coaster, the hybrid steel track, inverted two-seater, which is always really good. Of course, we have the Star Loop, the X Dimension. Ooh, did I build one like that? Did I build an X Dimension coaster before? Because if I did, I think this would be the perfect place for it. Let's see. Rodeo, the Law, Twist. I did build one. It's, why does this one say exciting version? They're both the same. Oh, man. Either way, it's going to be $27,000 to get our X Dimension coaster down, but hopefully we can afford it at some point because I would really like to add that one. Alright, so now we have 4 rides. We can pretty much complete this soon, and we are definitely getting closer to completing our very first star here, to getting, you know, all the easy objectives done, right? Park rating is definitely over 500, so we got that one down. We just need to get another $7,000 worth of park value. I want to say easy peasy lemon squeezy. Can I say that without sounding too cheesy? Let's see. So, do we have our... Uh-oh, queue broke down. That's never good. And there goes the rest of our money, you guys. All right, so let's see. Do we have buildings available to us now? Of course, we have entrances, and I will eventually add an entrance. Let's move everything over. But for now, that is just not a thing. Forge is no longer new. Oh, what? We have deterioration? I mean, it has plus 10% right now, so maybe we can charge a little bit more money. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to charge a little bit more money because maybe that's going to work. And how are you doing, Cube, now that you're all fixed up and ready to go? Oh boy, alright. It looks like there's a lot of people in this queue, so we're going to go ahead and continue raising the price on that one. And Zozo, I mean, I really don't care about Zozo. Zozo is what it is. It's, you know, going to make the same money as usual, and that's about it. So let's see how we can continue on researching here, because of course we need more. Twisting, lifting, twirling, let's go ahead and do that one. We're going to do just one. That way we can actually afford it once we're done with the research, because otherwise... we really couldn't do much, huh? Could we? If we spend all our money, what are we going to be able to place down? And Cube just broke down again. All right, looks like it definitely needs some help. We're going to continue inspecting it over and over again, and maybe we should probably just refurbish it, because, I mean, it's, you know what? We'll probably just inspect it a few times. That way we can get that going up there and not actually breaking down like 5,000 times throughout the day, because... Of course, oh, we have an unhappy mechanic, but of course, yeah, we need that ride actually working. All right, so you're not okay with your life. It seems like you want higher pay. How about $500? Is that okay? Maybe a little bit of training? Sure, there we go, and maybe you're going to be okay with your life. Now, let's see if we have any other staff members who are not that happy. Actually, we're going to need another, oh, not you. We're going to need another one of you guys, because apparently that one is doing something else and can't fix this ride, which is costing us big time, because we could be making a lot of money from this, like right now, Alright, so 2 mechanics for 4 rides. I guess 2 mechanics for 5 rides eventually. This should hopefully work for us. And let's see, Cube is completely fixed, although refurbishment would help it not, you know, wear down so quickly, but I'm gonna just leave it be. Oh, we are getting some theft reported. Well, the bright side is that we have a security guard taking care of that, so he should be able to take care of all of our problems as soon as the thief tries to leave here. Alright, we have some research ready to be revealed, and of course I did start another one just because we might need more rides. Well, I know we need more rides. Pathos 3, okay. I was hoping for something a little bit smaller because that one is pretty big. Attention grabbing, that's actually pretty new, isn't it? This has to be one of the newer rides because I don't recognize that one at all. So Pathos 3, I wanted something that fits there. This one is obviously not going to fit there. I might have to go with Looper, which I'm not okay with because it's one of those rides that just never seems to work out well for us. You know what? I'm going to try to be patient here. I'm going to be patient and just wait for a ride that actually works much better for us. Some kind of tiny ride here, maybe kickflip, even though, kickflip's usually not popular. But in this park, I have a feeling it's going to be pretty popular just because, all these other queues are full. And obviously people want to ride rides instead of walking this one path up and down and up and down. So maybe, the next ride that we get is going to be the one. And we are actually paying out as much money as we can on this. We still have quite a little bit of money, so I might be able to... Don't be afraid of heights, suspend your disbelief. Man, which one is the hammer swing? Because I don't want it. I really don't want it. I'm going to go for this one, and if it's the hammer swing, my gosh, I am so sorry, you guys. I tried to avoid it, but apparently I am not that good at guessing which one's which. And let's see, this ride is, not that one. This one over here is, was doing well, until we raised the price a little bit too much. So I'm going to lower it down by $1, and hopefully more people are going to be like, hey, you know what, that's exactly what I want to be riding. So hopefully this is going to help us. And 41% of people think overpowered is expensive. Oh, what's going down? It's definitely, oh no, it's fluctuating. All right, so $18 for that. I guess that's the maximum amount for that one then. Yep, there we go. It definitely is. All right, so we now have the Screaminator. This one can work. However, this one's more central park type thing. I want to put it somewhere in the middle. Actually, this one doesn't work. It's still too big. My gosh. What the heck are we looking for here? That'll actually fit maybe another Zozo, of course, because we did try fitting that one there, and I think it did. In some weird orientation. No, this one's actually too big. I wonder. No, Wild Blue is definitely a lot bigger than Zozo. Well, it might just depend on whatever the heck else it can figure out here. Suspend your disbelief. If this one is not Hammer Swing, then I'll actually try to avoid that one. Never mind. If this one's not Hammer Swing, I'll avoid that one. And hopefully we'll get something that we need. Let's see. So let's go for some Just Memento. And hopefully we'll unlock our big building pretty soon. Because that's, again... another pretty important thing. And this ride is going to be done right now. Let's see. It is going to be the Iron Claw. Ooh, okay. As I was saying, it is one of the newer rides. It's too big. I was like, maybe it'll fit here. Maybe it's going to be perfect for this park. No, of course not. It's a little too big. Oh boy, where the heck? I mean, we could put it right off here, but of course we're going to need to move that rock maybe and extend the path, which I'm not okay with, but... we're going to have to do it anyway. Many guests are thirsty, so we've come to the point where people actually want to eat and drink. And the cube is no longer new, so now we can probably actually raise the price because, it gives it a better reputation. I'm going to leave it be for now, and, we'll see if the queue just fills out way too much or what happens with it, really, because, eventually, of course, we'd love to raise the price, but it seems like at this point, that's not quite practical. Alright, so we are about to unlock some more rides here. We have... Sunflare. Okay, not bad. It's not Hammer Swing. And of course, just Memento. Oh, right. I said some rides. Alright, so I guess we can go for Think Big. And hopefully, Think Big really doesn't say, oh, this ride's going to be small enough that it fits there. So yeah, we're going to have to continue our path down here. So let's go ahead and pause this and actually work on this guy right here. So let's see. Oh boy, this is going to cause a little bit of issue just because we're going to have to remove this path and that's going to close down this ride, isn't it? I can't remove that? What? Oh, that didn't close down the ride. Nice. Okay, works for me. Let's see, we're going to have to remove that little bit there though because of course we have to extend this path out as much as we can. Let's go for 20. Was it 20? It seems like we might have a little bit of an issue because this is trying to actually connect with that queue there and I am not okay with that. Yeah, no, okay, yeah, we have to close down that ride. Oh boy, and we have to move a lot of things. This is why we should have used... I know why we didn't use it, because we didn't really have much money, but seriously, this is why I usually prefer to do things once we have the money. Or the loans, because I am a very, very, loany person, apparently. Alright, so let's go ahead and just do this. Do not try to tell me that you have to connect it there. Alright, so let's see. Path out through here, and we can just take it along the way over here, I suppose. Yeah. Just like that. Alright, so now, of course, we have a big area to use. I guess maybe using this area here is also pretty safe. I just don't want to touch that. It's so pretty that I don't want to touch it. Alright, so let's see. Can we actually make a nice connection over here with, What? What is that? What the heck is that? Oh man, that's actually pretty rough looking. Jeez, that that is not okay at all. Like, in no circumstances is that okay. We can probably do something like, oh, it doesn't want to do... Sure? Sure. Okay, you know what? That works for me. Let's go ahead and just place it over there. I'm not going to complain. And, of course, we need to redo our queue over here so we can get our money back. And I suppose the queue was like, what? Was it a little bit long? No, it was right here. It was right here because we were trying to get the queue scenery from the scenery right across the road. So we were doing that. All right, fair enough. So now we have enough room. Can we move this rock? We can move this rock. I suppose I'll just scoot it over a little bit there so we can get in a brand new ride. So let's see. In terms of rides, we do have Pathos 3. It's pretty exciting, but it's maybe a little bit too exciting. Let's see. What are you like? Oh, you are much more exciting than that. You're fairly exciting. Okay, maybe people who actually ride these rides will enjoy Pathos 3, so we should probably do that one. Yeah, you know what? We should do that one. All right. Ooh, the colors. Look at the colors. I actually never noticed the colors in this one. Or it comes in different colors. I don't even know. All right, so we're going to place this one, I suppose, somewhere along the way here. And let's see if we can lower it a little bit more. Not too much, because we know what happens when we lower it a little bit too much. Okay, so entrance. We're, of course, going to have the entrance on the... Ooh, we can have it on the side. This is not going to be pretty cute at all, because I'm just thinking, like, if we don't beautify it now, we're going to be a little bit screwed. Or we can beautify it now. You know what? I'm going to try that. Let's just try it and see if it works for us. Let's see. Place entrance. We're going to do it in the corner here so we can make the queue slightly longer. And now we're going to do... Oh, it's a little bit too raised. I could have lowered it a little bit more. You know what? Whatever. It is what it is. All right. So now we're going to try to do something like that, I suppose. We're going to have to move the rock back to where it was. And we're going to have to find... Ooh. Well, that doesn't help. That really doesn't help. I suppose I could probably move it right there. We're going to have to find something nice and decorative for this queue. So let's see what we have in terms of blueprint scenery. Because, of course, I love me some blueprint scenery. Ooh, this is actually... really pretty, but it's weird. I feel like it's really too weird to place there. So we're gonna go for something like this guy here, and apparently this is not gonna work here either, because actually, is that raised? That's raised. Yeah, it's not fair. I mean, that's gonna be floating basically, and is that okay? Is it okay if it's floating? Actually, it is. Look at that. All right, so that works for me. Let's see what is this like. 40%. Are you kidding me right now? 40%. That's all. That's all we get. We're going to have to beautify this queue a little bit more because clearly we could do a lot better. So let's go ahead and get rid of that. Maybe this... Oh my gosh. This is so bright that it causes like a green ring around here. Let's see. So this one does 51%. That's definitely better, but it's really not ideal. Mutt, welcome. Can you actually torture the people waiting in this queue well enough? Apparently not. Okay, that had no queue scenery rating whatsoever. Well, maybe another fountain's going to do it for us. Let's see if we can maybe... Yeah, the fountain it is. The fountain is apparently the perfect thing here. I really don't like that, though. Let's have another battle, then, because I am just not okay with the fountain. Although we could do... No, never mind. I really need to find some more decorations, because what we have here is either too big or just not good enough. So let's see what we can do. Apparently, putting this somewhere around here. Maybe flip it a little bit, and maybe drop it right up in here. We're having wars all over the place, you guys. It's not a good peaceful time in this park. 63%. You know what? That's better than the rest of them, so I am okay with that. And we might actually have to move the queue a little bit so we can get more of this rating here, because clearly that's not good enough for me. So let's see. We want to, of course, add some... Where is it? Why am I having issues with finding? Because it's custom. We are going to place some benches, of course, because that's going to help us seat down our guests, and that way they can relax for a little bit. So bins, and that should do it. Let's see, are we at 69%, and it's green. That works for me, so now we have a brand new ride, and a lot of people already want to go on it, so that's absolutely perfect. Of course, I might change the queue later on, but right now, I think it's okay the way it is. If we need more, you know, we can always just put some rocks around here, because there was one already here, and it makes some kind of sense. So sure, and it looks like we are maybe priced a little bit too low, because this queue is filling up wicked fast. So, let's see what we can do. We're still researching that. Right, so we have to... We're looking for buildings, right? Ah, there we go. Sci-fi gift shops. Sci-fi shopping areas. This is exactly what I was looking for, and that we're probably going to need now, because apparently people are very, very hungry and very thirsty. Overpower is too expensive? Well, deal with it. Alright, so to better satisfy our guests' needs, we have opened a Half Fantastic because sometimes, they complain about there not being anything nice for them to buy. And we opened up 2 different drinks places because they keep complaining that they're thirsty. So hopefully that's going to help us. Let's see. Do we want to sell all these? We're in a sci-fi place. Selling maybe a cowboy hat seems wrong. Selling an archer hat seems wrong. Maybe a baseball cap pirate. Yeah, only selling the sci-fi helmet seems right. Let's see. Anything else? No, that was the only right one. And we're going to sell it for $10. That way, people can maybe more easily buy them instead of, complaining about them, because that's what they always do. We are, of course, getting very close to achieving the park value that we need. So hopefully, that's going to help us. And over here, I did open up a Chief Beef. I am eventually going to change this around. That way, we won't have just a random standalone Chief Beef. And of course, this isn't really how the park's going to stay. We're going to move things around. That way, we can have a better organized park. Because, in the entrance, I don't exactly want to have all these rides just clustered together. It seems wrong, okay? It just seems wrong. So I do have a lot of different things going on in terms of research, which is why we're not exactly making much money. We can, however, right now, I want to open up an ATM because we are basically at the point where maybe people are going to need money. They're spending way too much money on other things, and they might need money so they can continue riding rides. So I'm going to go ahead and place an ATM, our very first ATM, I think, over here. And let's see, we're going to click done on that one because I don't want to build the second one where there's basically a ton of stuff. Let's see. Or I guess in a second, in part of the building, because, adding 2 ATMs to the same building seems a little bit weird because we're going to move them both at the same time. Of course, we're going to charge $1 throughout the whole park so they can actually access ATMs, because in the real world, ATMs are never free, or at least the way I've experienced them, they've never been free. So hopefully that goes up a little bit, but of course it's not. So, you know what we're going to do? We are going to go ahead and place down another ride. I really want to get the Iron Claw in here because I believe in it. It's just a great ride. So for the first thing that we're going to have to do to actually add this right in here without messing up, this beautiful sand decor, we are, of course, going to extend our path a little bit just so we can curve around this building and allow for this ride to be put in here. So let's see, we're going to just put some road right through here for now, and we should be able to put this ride right over here. So, Iron Claw, congratulations. You get a spot in this park, and hopefully we can actually afford you because it's looking like you're red right now. Are you, digging into the ground or something? Ah, that is the case. All right, so let's move you around a little bit. Ah, right there. Works for me. Reason being because, hey, we got our first star. We have completed the easy objectives on Starship Hangar. All right, this works for me because, of course, we can place the queue on this side and get all of the yummy queue scenery rating from that. So I'm going to definitely do that. Let's place the queue all the way back here. And the exit is going to be pretty simple, just right there. So that's going to work out pretty well for us. And, of course, let's just extend this queue out a little bit. We're going to probably have maybe a pretty long line, but I'm okay with that. I'm definitely super okay with that. And this one is just going to connect to the regular path, even though I would like for it to connect over there, but you know what? That's fine. Look at that. 100% Q scenery rating. It's perfect. Unfortunately, we can't really charge too much for this ride, which I don't like, but it is what it is, you guys. It is what it is. So let's go for just Iron Claw there. And let's see some scenery. We are going to, of course, add our bins and our benches over here, because otherwise people are going to make massive messes, and that's just not what we want at all, ever, in our park. So let's put some benches along the way here. Of course, we're going to add some more bins, and we have to add a camera. Otherwise, we might get some security violations that we're going to miss, and then people are going to be super upset that, oh my gosh, I've been robbed again. Like, yeah, I know the feeling. Actually, maybe I don't know the feeling. Not personally, but I can sympathize with them, okay? Let's place the camera right there, and maybe some more bins on this side, just to make sure, because again, people tend to be pretty messy. Alright, so now we have a brand new ride. Is this open? It is open. Let's see, how are we doing in terms of rides? Of course, we need some more money made from the ones we already have, so that's not really particularly good. We're going to have to raise some prices. And we need one more ride to actually get towards this, but of course, we're going to need to make a ton of money so we can actually qualify for getting that objective done. So let's go ahead and open up the Monsieur Frites and the Pip Shop. Do we have any other restaurants? Oh, we don't. So, I mean, I'm going to go ahead and research the information kiosk just because it might be the last type of, what is it called? Utility building, I guess, facility that we need to research. And maybe we can continue researching some more thrill rides. But I think that I would like to research a coaster. Which one, though? Small and crazy. I like the idea of small and crazy, especially in this kind of park. Yeah, let's do it. Alright, so, oh boy. We, don't exactly have much money right now, so maybe I should slow down there. And I just saw that people were actually complaining that this ride is too expensive. They need to get over themselves because it's probably one of the cheaper rides in the park. Let's see, though, what people are complaining about, because we might want to try to solve some issues here. Zozo is expensive. The queue is full, though, so I don't care. Cosmic Cow is busy. Queue is full. Let's see. Zozo's the only one. I know Overpower is also considered expensive. And they're still thirsty, despite there being 2 different places from which to buy drinks. So that's definitely cause for concern. All right, Overpower being... Oh, no, you know what? That doesn't matter because the queue is definitely full. So I'm going to try 1850 and see if that's going to be better. And same thing here. You know what? We're going to start trying to raise these prices. That one, it looks too intense. You know what? We're going to try it anyway. Zozo, you're considered too expensive. I think $22 is okay for that one. This one, we can definitely go up a lot more. Let's try $16 in it, and hopefully that's going to work out super well for us. I just want to, get to completing this guy, but it seems like it's a little bit more of a challenge than I expected. So in the next episode, we're definitely going to try to work on raising the profit from these rides. That means, actually adjusting the ticket price and hopefully being able to get whatever the heck price that we can get from them, because clearly we can do it, you guys. We can just try to get a little bit more money, because look at that. I mean, the queue is no longer full on Overpower, but there are some people who are actually willing to pay 50 cents more, even though other people are... That's the forge. Maybe not. Maybe not so much. Maybe we have to actually lower it down to $18. But no, you know what? People are still writing it, so I am not too concerned on that. So we might be able to get this, or we might have to build a lot more rides so we can actually get our monthly profit of rides into the $10,000 level. But of course, that'll have to happen in the next episode, because that is it for this episode of Planet Coaster Career Mode. If you enjoyed, hit that like button to share your support, and to subscribe if you already haven't. But as always, thank you so much for watching, and have an awesome night.